on, guys? George here from BEMOREGEORGE.co.uk, and welcome to another Photoshop tip video. Today we're going to be talking about actions, and more specifically the BEMOREGEORGE Light Glow and Light Leaks actions. We're going to talk you through how to install an action and then how to use these actions and adjust them and help them make the most of your photos and make them more awesome. So first, let's see how you load an action into Photoshop. In order to load an action into Photoshop, you need to have Photoshop open and you need to have an image open. Doesn't matter what the image is, you just need to have an image open so that you can see your actions palette over here. If you don't see it, make sure you go up to Windows and make sure Actions is ticked, and you should see it. Once here, you're going to see a list of actions. Most likely, if you haven't installed actions previously, they're going to be the Photoshop default ones. All you have to do to add one is go to this little hamburger menu here, click it. Halfway down, you're going to see Load Actions. Click that button. Find the action that you want to put in. It's going to end in .atn. If you've just downloaded it, it will be in your Downloads folder or wherever you have your computer set up to save files that you've downloaded. But it's going to be .atn. That's the Photoshop extension for actions. So make sure you find .atn and click OK. It will then appear at the bottom of your actions palette, and then you're ready to use them. So when you have two options. You have button mode and non-button mode. Button mode is my preferred way to use actions because then you just have to click the action and it will go through and do it. If you take it out of button mode, this is where you can record actions, amend them, rename them, do a variety of different things. But if you want to use them, it's a little bit more involved as you have to click it and then hit play in order to do it. So when you're just using actions, I would recommend keeping it in button mode. So for this, I'm going to show you first how to use the Light Glow and Light Leaks actions on a black and white photo just to give it a bit of a more old-timey feel to it. So for this, here's my BEMOREGEORGE Light Glows actions. I've got the movable light glows, movable light leaks, and the sculpted light leaks, which are also movable. For this, I'm going to accentuate the light source that was up here, so we're just going to hit Sunlight Glow. It doesn't matter which one we use here because they're all adjustable in terms of color and saturation, and we're going to desaturate this to match a black and white photo. And all of these actions will create a light glow or light leak that is adjustable to the size of your photo. It will auto scale it so it will work no matter if you have a very large file or a very small file. And most of the time, for an average photo size, it's going to appear in the upper left hand corner of the photo. For smaller ones, it may appear outside of the photo, but once you transform it, you'll be able to see where it is and move it onto your photo. So for this, we're going to desaturate it. I'm going to hit the Adjust Color layer, open up the Properties tab for that, and desaturate it. And then it fits the photo a little bit better. We're going to click the Sunlight Glow group and transform it to move it where we want, which is where the light source is at, which is up in that corner there. Now I want to add just a little bit more to it. So I'm going to go with the red sculpted light leak. Again, the color doesn't matter, but the sculpted light leaks have sections missing so that it looks a little bit more natural. So again, the little dialog box is going to pop up. Click Continue. We're going to desaturate it by opening it up, hitting the Adjust Color layer, and adjusting the saturation in the Properties panel. And that looks pretty good. So we combined Sunlight Glow and red sculpted leak, desaturated both, and we've got this nice look to the photo. Show you one more photo, and this is a golfer I photographed a couple years ago. We have a genuine sun over here. It's almost setting, but not quite. I'm going to accentuate that a little bit. So in order to do that, I'm going to use the Sunset Light Glow. And again, put it up in the upper left-hand corner. It's going to be too saturated for this photo, but that's fine. First, let's get it in position. So we're just going to Command or Control T on the sunset group and put it over into the position we want it, which is roughly where that sun is at. I'm going to hit Enter to apply the change, and now we're going to desaturate it just a little bit because it's too saturated for this photo. Yeah, about like that. And now I think I'm going to add just a little bit more of a light leak to this. So we're going to hit the orange light leak on this one. And again, it's going to be very, very large for the photo. So I'm going to move this down, find our light leak, and move it into the position that I want, which is going to be about like so. Maybe rotate it just a little bit more. Yeah, and that looks pretty good. And now everything doesn't match too well color-wise, so to fix that, I'm going to move this out of that group first, To fix that, I'm going to go up on top. I'm going to create a stamp layer by holding down Shift, Alt, Command, and E. And I'm going to apply filter, blur, average. This is just going to give me the average color of the scene. Change the blend mode to color and change the opacity to, this one might need about 20%. And that's going to make the colors blend in a little bit better. And that's it, guys. That's all it is. You have 3 sets within the BEMOREGEORGE light glows and light leaks actions. You have movable light glows, movable light leaks, and movable sculpted light leaks, which just have sections missing on them. All have a hue and saturation layer above them to help you adjust the saturation and the color. And that's it. Combine them, have fun, and make your photos awesome. So if this is the first video you've seen by me, guys, I'd love it if you subscribe. Also give the video a big fat thumbs up if it was helpful. And again, head over to the website bemoregeorge.co.uk. Keep shooting, be awesome, and I'll talk to you later.